I'm troubleshooting Pincho by Oliver Sogard. Now, Pincho is a very simple move mechanically, but if not taught properly, it can be really difficult, and just when you first learn it, it's kind of uncomfortable. I used to hate Pincho, but now I just can't stop doing it, because once you do get used to it, it really is super fun and addicting. So let's just get right into it, and hopefully you can start doing Pincho after the troubleshooting. And closer to the end, I'll be giving you some combo ideas for Pincho as well. Okay, so first, to clear some things up, in his tutorial, for some reason say that Pincho is supposed to be done on your non-dominant hand, but it actually is supposed to be done in your dominant hand. So if you're a right-handed person, use your right hand. If you are a lefty like Oliver, use your left hand to do Pincho. So you need to, of course, get you some cards, a small packet. You can actually do Pincho with just a single card. Of course, it'll bend a lot like so. But I would recommend no more than maybe 20 cards. It just completely bevels the packet. Doesn't look too good. Just between 5 and 15 maybe. It really doesn't matter. Just whatever's comfortable for you. So to get into position for Pincho, in his tutorial, he does swing cuts. And then he just slides it like that. I'm not a big fan of that method. So I'm going to be teaching you from this modified dealers. Now to get your small packet of cards, you can just pick up that small packet and put into dealers like this. You can also do some swing cuts and then it'll transfer, or you can even do a dribble. And then from here, your thumb and pinky are contacting on the corners of the pips. And you can just use your middle and ring finger to rotate into that modified dealers. Your thumb is going to contact this top corner closest to it, and your pinky, if it's in straddle, it just goes to this corner, or if it's in dealers, it should already be around that corner. And then you can hold that packet in between your thumb and pinky on those corners. You can have your index finger on the top short edge or the long short edge. It really doesn't matter, but you need to rotate on this side of the packet where all 4 of your fingers are. And you can rotate it with your index or your middle and ring finger, but whichever ones you use, you're going to pull inwards, kind of pushing towards you until it gets to about here. So you just basically pushed that packet closer to you. And then from here, you're gonna let go with your index finger and stop pushing with it. And now just use your middle and ring finger instead. And it's gonna keep pushing down. Now, this corner may have trouble clearing this little fleshy part of your hand at first. But if you just do it slowly and adjust to where it can fit, it should be alright. And now you can see my middle and ring fingers are really curled in like so. But once it gets to about here, they are going to keep pushing until it gets to where they are right on top of the packet. And the packet is kind of parallel to the ground. It's facing the ground. Face is facing the ground. Then from here, your middle ring finger are just going to straighten out. So as you can see, they are currently curled, and then they just need to straighten out to where it kind of bends the packet. And then the packet should land in this little fleshy part between your index finger and middle finger. And then your index finger is going to clamp down. And so now the packet is in this grip between your middle and index finger. And you can just let go with your pinky. And then from here, you're in this position. Again, middle and index are clamping down. And then your thumb is still on this index corner. And it's going to push that packet kind of up and to the side. The packet is currently at this angle, and then that angle just kind of like decreases as you push. And then when you only have about this much space left, you can basically let go with your thumb, and the packet is still being clipped between your index and middle. And then you might need to turn your wrist a little bit for this, but you're going to turn your wrist towards you, and so the packet is kind of vertical towards the ground. Then your middle finger is just going to go over your index finger until the packet kind of turns on top of your index finger and lays on top like so. And then your middle finger should be contacting this short edge. And you're just gonna push it, and your index finger should be straight, your middle finger should be curled, and your thumb should be over here. And if it can't reach, just keep pushing with your middle finger, but it needs to reach that opposite short edge. So now you got the packet contacted by your thumb, middle finger on the short edges, and then your index finger is underneath the packet, still straight. But now we need to curl that index finger and push up with your index finger, so the knuckle is pushing up on that. And the packet should be able to rotate to where it is facing the side. So in this position, it was facing up, and now it's facing the side. And then to do this little swing motion, you of course have to do Pincho. And then once you get to where the packet is facing the side, you take your thumb up here at the top, you slide it down, and so now it's just being clipped like this. And then with just some swing motion and releasing the grip just a little bit, it should swing over and rotate. But if you do it too slow or you grip too tight, cards will peel off like that. So that may take a little bit of practice as well. But starting from the beginning, hold the packet on the corners with your thumb and pinky. Rotate with these fingers. Keep rotating and try to clear that little fleshy part. Once it gets to where it's face down and your middle finger and ring finger are down here, start extending them. And also, if you have smaller hands, it's okay if your pinky or your thumb slip from the corners. It doesn't really matter. But now the packet edge should be in that little space between your index and middle finger, so you can clamp down with your index, let go with your pinky, push with the thumb, let go with the thumb, clip between your index and middle, and then middle finger goes over your index finger, kind of crossing until it lands in this position. Your middle finger is curled, index is straight, thumb reaches over and grabs the other short edge, and then the index finger curls and moves up a little bit to where the packet is now facing the side. Slide your thumb down and then do a little swing to get the packet back in dealers. And then you can just do Pincho again. Probably the most uncomfortable spot would be getting to here. The packet will probably want to fall at that point, but just keep trying it and keep practicing, and I'm sure you'll get it down. Some other quick tips are to make sure your hands are not too sweaty, because the moisture will probably peel off a card and it will make it look messy, and you don't want that. And if you do want to do it Oliver's original way, it's pretty much the same. You just gotta take your index finger and push down until your middle finger can slip past the short edge. and you still curl your middle finger, straighten out your index, and rotate. So the first combo idea is just to do a dribble, Pincho, swing, and flip onto that. Or while you're doing Pincho, you can do a Charlier cut and Rev 2. And then once you get to about here, you can do a revolution cut and that little swing at the same time. And then you take this Pincho packet and slide it on underneath this vertical packet from your one-handed cut, and then grip it between your thumb and index finger. And then this final packet is being straddled with your middle ring and pinky finger, and it can just bring that packet on top, kind of like a hinge. Another idea is to do a face-up dribble instead. Do some more cuts, but instead of doing that little swing motion, you have this face-up base packet, and you do a deck flip to where it's face down now, and then you still rotate this to where it's facing the side, and then you just drop it on top. Another combo idea is to do some swing cuts, a biddle flip, Pincho, and a judo flip. Swing it over and drop it on top. So biddle flip, judo flip, and Pincho, swing and drop it on top. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that was helpful and cleared some things up. Hope you guys get it down after some practice and enjoy doing it too. It's very versatile. And of course, Oliver's original tutorial will be linked down below, and a tutorial by Disky will be linked down below as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. And you can just pick up this small packet. Whoops. You can do what I like to do, which is some swing cuts and then biddle transfer.